The most deadly and unlawful country in the world, I combined 4 common measures. People mean by deadly unlawful: conflict-related deaths, war zones, homicide rates, intentional homicides per 100,000 people, state fragility, collapse, ability of the state to provide security and justice, rule of law breakdown, justice system, corruption, impunity, key sources used, Global Peace Index, conflict, peace rankings, UNODC Global Study on Homicide, homicide rates, ACL-led UN, reporting on conflict fatalities, Fragile States Index, and the World Justice Project Rule of Law Index. A rough most deadly unlawful list, combined view. 1. Yemen. Active, brutal civil war and collapse of normal governance. Very high civilian death toll and humanitarian catastrophe. Least peaceful on the Global Peace Index. 2. Syria. Years of civil war, foreign interventions, widespread rule of law breakdown, mass civilian casualties and atrocities, high fragility and conflict deaths. 3. Afghanistan. Long-running conflict, powerful non-state armed groups, weak state institutions, and serious human rights abuses. 4. Somalia. Decades of state collapse in many regions, powerful militias, Al-Shabaab, pirate terror activity, and limited national law enforcement. 5. South Sudan. Ongoing ethnic and political violence since independence, widespread displacement, and weak institutions. 6. Venezuela. Severe institutional breakdown, very high violent crime and impunity, mass migration, and periodic political violence. High homicide counts and rule of law deterioration. 7. Haiti. Large-scale gang violence, kidnappings, collapse of public security in many areas, and very weak formal justice. 8. Libya. Fragmented armed groups, weak central authorities since 2011, repeated spikes of violence and lawlessness. 9. Mexico. Not a war zone in the classic sense, but very high numbers of killings from organized crime cartels and severe impunity in parts of the country. Very high homicide counts. 10. El Salvador. Honduras. Northern Triangle. Historically, some of the highest homicide rates per capita in the world due to gangs and weak local security, though those rates have fluctuated. Why important caveats. Deadliest depends on definition. Yemen or Syria top conflict death lists. Some Central American countries top per capita homicide lists. Others show collapse of policing and mass kidnappings. Data quality varies. In active war zones or failed states, reliable statistics are often scarce or delayed. UN, ACLED, UNODC produce the best available estimates but acknowledge limits. Situations change rapidly. A country's ranking can shift year to year. New conflicts, peace deals, or security crackdowns. For the most recent country-level picture, checking the latest GPI UNODC homicide report, ACLED conflict updates, Fragile States Index, or WJP Rule of Law pages is best. Enon if you want, I can. Give a top 10 by homicide rate per 100K using the UNODC table, or give a top 10 by conflict deaths, ACLED UN figures, or produce a short country profile for any one of the countries above. What's making it deadly, unlawful, who the main actors are, current humanitarian situation.